That $199 EV lease you saw online might not really be $199. It might be $310. It might be $357. It might be $400 once the fine print shows up. Today, we're breaking down the $199 EV lease trap nobody explains. Not with confusing finance jargon, not with dealer speak, just simple numbers you can check before signing anything. Because the monthly payment is not the deal. The total cost is the deal. EV lease ads are designed to make one number look irresistible, the monthly payment. You see $199 per month, and your brain immediately says, that sounds cheap. But that number might depend on a big down payment, top-tier credit, loyalty discounts, conquest rebates, low mileage, and excluded fees. The dealer does not need to lie for the ad to be misleading. The numbers can technically be real while still giving you the wrong impression. It is financial origami. So before you get excited about any EV lease special, there are 5 numbers you need to check. Number 1, total due at signing. This is the money you pay up front to drive away. It can include down payment, first payment, taxes, registration, acquisition fee, dealer fee, document fee, and other charges. A lease ad might say $199 per month, but the fine print says $3,999 due at signing. That upfront money is not imaginary. You are paying it, so you have to count it. A $199 lease with $4,000 due at signing is not the same as a $199 lease with $0 due at signing. If a lease needs thousands up front to look affordable, the payment is wearing makeup. Number 2, effective monthly cost. Take the monthly payment, multiply by the number of months, add total due at signing, then divide by the number of months. Let's use a quick example. The ad says $199 per month, 36 months, $3,999 due at signing. First, $199 times 36 equals $7,164. Now add $3,999. That brings the total to $11,163. Divide by 36 months. The effective cost is about $310 per month. Important note, this assumes the due at signing amount is in addition to all 36 monthly payments. If the first month is already included in the $3,999 due at signing, then it is $3,999 plus 35 payments of $199. That equals $10,964 divided by 36, or about $305 per month. Either way, the real cost is nowhere near $199. Number 3, mileage allowance. Common limits are 7,500, 10,000, 12,000, or 15,000 miles per year. If your lease allows 10,000 miles per year and you drive 13,000, that is 3,000 extra miles per year. Over 3 years, that is 9,000 extra miles. If the penalty is 25 cents per mile, that is $2,250 at lease return. So that low payment may come with a mileage leash. Number 4, money factor. The money factor is basically the lease version of an interest rate. To estimate the interest rate-like number, multiply the money factor by 2,400. If the money factor is 0.00250, multiply by 2,400. That equals about 6%. It is not exactly the same as normal loan APR, but it gives you a useful estimate. Dealers may mark up the money factor, making the lease more expensive. If the dealer will not clearly show you the money factor, your eyebrows should file a formal complaint. Number 5, residual value and incentives. Residual value is what the leasing company estimates the car will be worth at the end of the lease. A higher residual usually means a lower lease payment because you pay less depreciation. EV leases can be heavily affected by residual values because EV prices, batteries, and incentives change quickly. EV lease ads may include rebates, dealer discounts, loyalty bonuses, conquest cash, state programs, or federal tax credit pass-throughs. But the question is, Do you actually qualify for all of them? A lease ad might assume loyalty, conquest, location, or top-tier credit. Available incentives and your incentives are not always the same animal. One is in the jungle, one is in your driveway. Now let's break down a fake but realistic EV lease ad. Advertised lease, $199 per month, 36 months, $3,999 due at signing, 10,000 miles per year. It also lists a $695 acquisition fee, $599 dealer or dock fee, $395 disposition fee with taxes and registration not included. Step 1. Monthly payments. $199 times 36 equals $7,164. Step 2. Add due at signing. $7,164 plus $3,999 equals $11,163. Step 3. Add the lease and disposition fee. $11,163 plus $395 equals $11,558. Divide by 36 months. That gives us about $321 per month. But watch this carefully. That $321 only works if the acquisition fee and dealer/dock fee are already included in the due at signing number. If they are not included, we add $695 and $599. $11,558 plus $695 plus $599 equals $12,852. Divide that by 36 months, and the real cost becomes about $357 per month. And that is before taxes, registration, insurance, charging setup, or mileage penalties. So the $199 lease just walked into the room wearing a $321 name tag, or maybe a $357 name tag if those fees were not included. Same lease, different truth. Now compare that with another lease. Lease A, $199 per month, $3,999 due at signing, plus listed fees. Effective cost, about $321 if fees are not included, or about $357 if they are. Lease B, $309 per month, $0 due at signing, 36 months. Effective cost, $309 per month before comparable taxes, registration, and lease end fees. At first glance, Lease A looks cheaper, but Lease B may actually be less expensive overall. This is why shopping only by monthly payment can fool you. Mistake number 1, shopping only by monthly payment. A dealer can make a payment look lower by increasing upfront money, changing mileage, adjusting term, or using incentives you may not qualify for. Mistake number 2, putting too much money down. With a lease, you do not own the car. If it is stolen or totaled early, that upfront money may not come back the way you expect. On a lease, cash down can be a payment costume, not a saving strategy. Mistake number 3, ignoring mileage. If you drive more than the contract allows, the bill can show up at the end like a parking ticket with muscles. Mistake number 4, assuming every EV incentive applies to you. Ask the dealer to list every incentive used in the quote. Then ask which ones depend on loyalty, location, credit, or special programs. Mistake number 5, not asking for the full lease worksheet. A text message saying, $199 a month, $3,999 down is not enough. Ask for MSRP, selling price, rebates, residual, money factor, fees, taxes, total due, mileage, and term. A real lease quote should survive daylight. This is where AI can help, not because AI magically negotiates the car for you, but because AI can help you read the deal faster. You can take the lease quote and ask, analyze this EV lease quote, calculate effective monthly cost, identify hidden fees, estimate APR from money factor, check mileage risk, and list questions to ask before signing. AI is not your negotiator. Think of it as a flashlight for the fine print cave. So before you sign your next EV lease, Remember these 5 numbers: total due at signing, effective monthly cost, mileage allowance, money factor, residual value, and incentives. If you understand those 5 numbers, you are not just staring at the shiny payment in the ad. You are looking at the real deal. The next time you see a $199 EV lease, do not ask, "Can I afford $199? Ask, "What is the real monthly cost after everything is included?" If you want more AI-powered lease breakdowns, EV deal reviews, dealer trick explanations, and simple car math that protects your wallet, subscribe to the channel. We'll look at real lease ads, break down the numbers, and show which deals are worth your signature and which ones belong in the financial trash compactor. Because the best lease deal is not the one with the prettiest payment. It is the one where the numbers stop hiding.